Hello, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, I'm going to teach you how to set primary key for a table using SSMS, that is SQL Server Management Studio on SQL Server. This is the product how we are going to be setting a primary key while creation of the database, or else later time also we can set a primary key for a particular database table. And before begin and before going to start the practical way, let's see what is primary key. SQL primary key constraint. The primary key, it should be a constraint of unique identifies each record in a table. For the purpose, we'll set as a primary key. Primary keys must contain unique value and cannot contain null value. A table can have only one primary key. These are the very much important interview concept wise answers, and it may be asked you anyway. And in the table, this primary key can consist of a single column. We are going to setting a primary key, or making a group of multiple columns to set as a primary key. This is what about the primary key. It's highly important whenever you are facing some interview question and knowing to understand about the primary key. The constraint uniquely identifies each record. Means there is a no, once you set as a primary key, it won't accept a duplicate value in this particular column with the next row. Okay, and the column will also not be acceptable null value. And a table can have only one primary key, and in the table the primary key can consist of a single column, it may be, or a group of multiple columns can set as in a single primary key. All right, we'll see in more understanding way to setting a primary key. If the data is already available in your table, where you can constantly identify whether it is in a duplicate data rows or where you are going to setting a primary key for a column. If the duplicate data row is there, it won't be set you in the database table. Okay, let's see now how it is. In our previous lecture, we have seen how to create a table. If you missed out, go back and see once the lecture is there, how to create a table. This is the table creation. We have done it. And let's see here. This is the column I am choosing to setting a primary key. Using SQL Server Management Studio GUI tool, it's a very pretty easy. Beautification of student like a management studio will offer you to just making a mouse clicks to set the primary key. Just see here, and the selection of this ID, right click here at the beginning point, you will see the window like menu items. Set primary key, insert column, delete column, relationship, index keys, XML, all these properties also you will get it. And once you have to set, this is the set primary key option. If you chosen and click here, that's it. Over your setting of primary key. That's it. Let's see here. You will identify here a small key symbol with a yellow color. It is a setting and identified. It's a key of the column of ID is defined as a primary key. That's it. And you have to check with the right click and save the table. It's making it a save. And it is the key is setting up. Now see here, once the column of ID, you will identify here the table is an ID. And you know that how to get this window. By right click of this user under like a table and go to the design, you will get this window. That is a pretty much easy to create a primary key in your table, like accessing of the designer mode, and you can set the primary key. Once you can expand here like a keys, you will set check this like a pk underscore reg underscore user, the primary key of reg underscore user. Once what is the key you have a set here, it will be displayed here. All right, I hope you understand and you have known and aware of how easy to setting a primary key of your table. In our next lecture, we'll see how to set like a foreign key for a referencing which table we are going to take a reference and how we are going to setting a foreign key. Thank you for watching this session. Thank you.